It was a gorgeous place to live, beautiful place to live. As you went in the front door there, the tea rooms, the shop was on one side and the tea room was on the other side. There was that front porch. Then there was double glass doors that opened out like that. And there were 2 turnstiles. And you went in through this turnstile, paid your money, and you got your ticket or whatever, and then you went out through a door there to the ladies and there to the men. And that brought you down to the sea. Or you went on down another flight of stairs and you were at the bathrooms. And up when you went in from the big hall, we'd call it the big hall, we'd go down the first flight of stairs, the hall door was there, and that was the parlour. And the parlour originally was a room probably as big as this room here. So straight away there was a shortage of space. So they took a piece off it and made that parlour smaller and gave us an extra bedroom. So we had 2 bedrooms instead of 1, and the parlour. There was a walkway and then steps down to where the bathing boxes were. And then there was the open sea part, and there was the two pools, a big pool, a deep pool that was about 6 feet deep at the middle in the centre part, where there was a bit of a diving stage. It wasn't great. And then they pumped up. They would go down in the morning first thing. They would pump it up when the tides were too low, and it was to get the seawater up from there, so that they could heat it for the baths, for a hot sea bath, because that was the attraction. You see, the people didn't have bathrooms in those days, so a ninepence was all it cost to have a bath. It was scalding water for ninepence. I don't think the boiler ever went out. It went out once. It went out for a month every year. I think it was in March or April for maintenance. Electricity was coming in at that stage, so that must have been in the 30s, somewhere along the line of the 30s. But I wouldn't have been paying much attention to what was going on in those days. Electricity, like once the electricity came, it was there for good, and people used it. They really did use it, yeah. But like I remember there was gas there as well, but then we didn't really use the gas. Once the electricity came, we got an electric cooker straight away. The staff were like family, because but the same ones, as I said, even the casuals came back every year. Like they don't work sort of until the end of September, and then they come back at the end of April, and they'll be there for the whole summer. It's like a summer holiday to be working in a place like that, with the sun shining. Unbelievable. You know Ronnie Drew, the famous Ronnie Drew? Well, his aunt worked in the office in the bath for years and years and years. She's a fabulous knitter. She taught us all, including my brother. He knew how to knit as well. We all learned. Under the counter, we learned how to knit.